So yeah, that able to change off and down. Now as you can see, I've got to do remove these M10. So anyway, let's get it set. Good morning, you handsome lot. Well, it is Tuesday after the bank holiday, and I hope we've all had a good one. A little bit of a break, sometimes it's all we need. Now, I didn't really do much. A little bit of painting in the garden and one thing and another, but we're back to it today, and we've got a 2012 Jaguar XE with a heating fault. Now, if you've never seen these cars before, the vents, they kind of flip up and down when you put the ignition on and off and the heating on and off, and the car's not, the interior of the car's not getting hot, should I say. So we're gonna have a little look. First thing we're gonna do is plug our VCI in, make sure the ignition's on, then we're gonna jump onto the launcher of tab 3, and we're gonna see what fault codes we are getting. We're going to do a high-speed scan on it. It's very quick, very, very quick, this tablet is. Once we're all loaded up, what we're going to be doing is creating that report. Report, go ahead, okay, save it, simple as that. Now after you've created the report, I do like to print them off in a paper format for reference, and it's just easier rather than going back through the computer sometimes. Pen and paper, sometimes you can't go wrong with it. But however, let's jump back into Hvac. We're going to read the fault codes and see what we've got. We've got LIN bus B, electric heater control module, outer vent, inner vent, outer vent. So all the vents aren't working, which I'll show you now. I think we've got a low battery in this vehicle as well, so we're going to have to test that because it won't let me operate the heater controls because the battery voltage is too low, and it's saying please start vehicle, which I have done. Now let's show you what this car's not doing. Obviously the climate is on now. If we press the screen where it says climate off, that turns everything off, and these vents should fall down. And also if we go to the temperature, we wind it right up to high. Let's come out of the vents. It's not blowing warm air at all. At all. Now we're back at the tablets. The fault code that I want to be concentrating on really, I think, is this one here. This B11ED-87 electric heater control module. If we just jump around now to the database, and you'll go on to Launch's database. It's Haynes Pro, but it is Launch's own sort of thing. There's a fault code, missing message, go that one there, and this will give us a test plan on how to diagnose it. The internet is shocking here. Electric heater control, interior heating element. Don't let these, some fault codes can be a little bit misleading. Interior heating elements show diagnosis, and there we go. These are the motors on the vents, and they're all controlled through the LIN. So I think if we've got one thing pulling it down, it'll all stop working. Now I've carried ahead and I've checked the powers and grounds in it. Now we need to get the scope out and check the LIN bus on it. Let's have a little look. Now we've got the scope coupled up now to the tab 3. Such a powerful combination these two are together. Now the heating element that we need to look at is right underneath there, live earth, and you see that little wire on its own there. Well, that is the LIN bus. So what we need to do is have a little check-a-rooney. Now the scope on this tab is so easy to use. If we go up to top left there, automotive, this gives us lots of stuff that we can check, and it's all preset. We've got CAN, LIN, flex rate, and the K-line. But we want to be measuring LIN. Click OK, and it tells you what to put where. Earth to ground. Now I need to get this little probe into that one little wire. Can I do it while videoing it in such a small space? There we go, we are now in. Right, let's just take that down, take it up to 5 volts. As you can see, we are getting a message there, but it doesn't look, it looks a little bit messy to me. Now what I'm going to try and do for you is, if I can unplug that heating element up there, you keep your eye on the graph and you will see it changing if it is faulty. Got that there. There you go. Well, that to me looks a little bit better. Let's see if it works. There we go. So that heating element is pulling everything down. Let's crank up the volume. Let's see if we can get it nice and hot. Alright, nope, don't want to go onto feet, I want to go on vents. That now is blowing nice and warm. Now, just to show you that the temperature control has also come back to life, we've coupled up the Curian N2 with a temperature probe, and if we go on, we turn that up now, it's maximum setting, you should see that temperature rising. This is so sensitive, this is a brilliant little tool. It's now nice and toasty. Let's put it on the fascia. See it climbing now. Look at that, beautiful. Now let's come around to the driver's seat now. We're going to check all the fault codes again, but we're going to just turn the car off. Can I get all them vents in? Are they all working? Let's put it back on again. Everything's working as it should do. Right, let's jump on to... Oh, hang on, I need this ignition on, don't I? Put the ignition on, and we're going to jump back around to Hvac. We're going to clear all the fault codes. Now we're going to get one fault code come back for that heating element. No, we haven't. I should have a fault come back there. Why hasn't that come back? Oh yeah, there we go. Probably taken a few ignition cycles for that fault to come back, but yeah, it has come back. That B11ED-87 electrical heater control module fault. Now, the two things the customer can do here, I think, we can either put a new heater element in, but with Jaguar being a little bit of Ford and all into bread and one thing and another, I've had this type of fault on Ford Cougars before now with the heater element, where it's having a battery drain in the vehicle overnight, and they do go faulty. It's only just like a heating element. Now, what I'm going to put it towards the customer is, he can either have a new one in, or we're going to leave it unplugged. I think keeping it unplugged isn't going to be causing any problems. Everything's working as it should. The aircon, the temperature, the vents are working. Could we save this customer a few quid by not having it replaced? I'm going to give him the option and go from there. All it does really is just, in the colder mornings, heat up the interior before the engine coolant can get up to temperature. So yeah, but anyway, it's diagnosed, not repaired, but it is kind of working. Is working a repair? I don't know. So there we are, that is one successfully diagnosed with heating, ventilation, where the vents aren't turning and the temperature control isn't working on the Jaguar XE. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope this can help you. So yeah, let's get it sent and we'll see you on the next one.